Hello guys, you are warmly welcome to Virtual Science Education Center, our YouTube channel proudly present Biology Knowledge Hub YouTube program series. Today program is today program episode is episode number 5. Today we discuss about our main topic is foundation of chemical in life contain sub two topics are two topics names names of the topics are carbohydrate and proteins. We used to discuss today our episode. Okay, let's we start today our episode discussion. Please for a moment share screen to PowerPoint presentation. Get to screen. Mm, if you want to like watch more videos in my uh, channel, please subscribe my YouTube channel and press bell icon. Then you can be watch my previous upload video and future upload video. Okay, now I share screen. Sometimes my discussion part are not clearly because my English speak knowledge is not properly. I apologize for that. This is my discussion presentation. Okay, now we discussion is start. This is presentation homepage. First is our YouTube program playlist name. Biology Knowledge Hub English Medium. Next episode number 5. Next our program series. First main title main topic is a foundation of chemical in science and contain under subtopic it is carbohydrate and proteins. Okay, now let's discuss about learning outcomes. By the end of this episode you will be able to describe below topics. First is definition and basic characteristics of carbohydrates. Next, types of carbohydrate. Next, examples for storage forms and structural forms of carbohydrate. Next, functions of carbohydrate. Next, dietary sources of carbohydrates. Next, health aspects of carbohydrates. Next, definition and basic. Next topic is definition. Next point is definition and basic characteristics of proteins. Next is details of building blocks in proteins. Next is different type of protein structures. Next, found functions of proteins. Next, dietary sources of proteins. Next, health aspects of protein. Finally, complete proteins and incomplete proteins. Okay, now let's discuss. Okay, now we start to discuss about firstly carbohydrate. Can you see this screen? Can you see this picture? You can identify carbohydrate contain foods types, different types. Next, we discuss about definitions and basic characteristics of carbohydrate. Carbohydrate is a main component organic biomolecules in organisms. Carbohydrate consists of below elements. These are first carbon, next hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen and oxygen ratio in carbohydrate is 2 to 1. Common chemical formula is CH2O twice bracket N. They are the body's primary source of energy, plant structure and functional roles in living organisms. Examples of energy structure function. First is energy. Example, glucose is used for cellular respiration. Main ingredients. Cellular respiration used to produce energy. Next is a structural. Next example is for structural function. It is cellulose. Cellulose contain plant cell wall. Next function is functional and stored. Example is store. Examples for stored function. Starch store in plants and glycogen store in animal and fungi. Okay, now we discuss about types of carbohydrates. First carbohydrate type is monosaccharides, also known as simple sugars. The basic building blocks. These molecules are sweet, soluble in water, and able to convert into crystal. Examples of monosaccharides: glucose. Examples of monosaccharides are glucose, fructose, and galactose. Can you see first picture to identify type of monosaccharides? Okay, now we discuss about one by one examples. Okay, now we discuss more information one by one in examples of blue example of monosaccharides. First, we discuss about glucose. This compound is formed from photosynthesis from plants and hydrolysis of disaccharides. This monosaccharide is used for cellular respiration as a main ingredient. Okay, now we discuss about another monosaccharide. It is fructose. Fructose is a higher sweet monosaccharide. This compound contains mature fruits and bee honey. This compound formed from hydrolysis of sucrose. Next monosaccharide is galactose. This monosaccharide is contained in milk. This compound is formed from hydrolysis of lactose. Lactose is a disaccharide. Okay, now we discuss about next another carbohydrate type. It is disaccharide. Disaccharide mean is two monosaccharide molecules join together using glycosidic bond. Can you use in first picture to identify examples of sucrose and their structural view? Which type disaccharides contain these characters? Disaccharides have disaccharides are sweet solubility in water and can be converted into crystal-like monosaccharide. Examples of disaccharides are first is maltose. Maltose is formed from two glucose molecules bind together from glycosidic bond. Another disaccharide is sucrose. Sucrose is formed from one glucose molecule and one fructose molecule bind together using glycosidic bond. Another disaccharide is lactose. Lactose is formed from one glucose molecule and one galactose molecule bind together using glycosidic bond. Okay, now we discuss one by one more information in examples of disaccharide. First is maltose. This disaccharide is contained in incubate nuts and cereals. Next disaccharide is sucrose. This compound contains sugarcane, sugar beet, and phloem sap in plants, and red sugar and white sugar. Next disaccharide is lactose. This disaccharide is one carbohydrate isn't in plants. This compound present mostly in dairy products, also known as milk, butter, yogurt. Another, okay, now we discuss about next type of Carbohydrate, it is known as oligosaccharide. It consists 3 to 10 three, three sugar units found in legumes, onions, and garlic. It helps in cell recognition and digestion. Now we discuss about another carbohydrate type. It is known as polysaccharide or complex carbohydrates. Long chain carb. When to discuss about polysaccharide, polysaccharides have long chain of monosaccharides. Polysaccharides have long chains of monosaccharides. Can you use in first picture to identify appearance of polysaccharide? Some same characteristics have in monosaccharides and disaccharides are not seen in polysaccharides, such as water solubility, taste, and capability of crystallization. Above mentioned long chains further divided into two parts. These are branch polysaccharides. Another is non-branch polysaccharides. Okay, now we discuss about forms of polysaccharides. First form is storage forms. Examples of storage forms are starch and glycogen. Starch contain plants and glycogen contain animals and fungi. Next form is structural forms. Examples of structural forms are first is cellulose. Cellulose contains plant cell wall. Next is chitin. Chitin contains insect exoskeleton and fungi cell walls. Okay, now we discuss about functions of carbohydrates. First is energy source. 1 gram of carbohydrates are provided 4 kilocalorie energy. Glucose is the main fuel for the brain and muscles. Glucose is the main source for cellular respiration. Next function is energy storage. Examples: starch store in plants and glycogen store in animals and fungi. Next function is structural role. Cellulose contain plant cell wall and chitin contain arthropods exoskeleton. Okay, now let's see another function. It is biological recognition. It means carbohydrates on cell membranes act as markers for cell signaling and immunity. Next function is sparing proteins and fats. Carbs prevent excessive breakdown of protein and fat. Reason is reducing ketosis. Okay, let's we discuss about dietary sources of carbohydrates. There are two types of carbohydrates. First one is simple carbs. Examples of simple carbs are sugar, honey, fruits, and soft drinks. Another carbohydrate source is type is complex carbs. Examples of complex carbs are rice, bread, potatoes, pasta, cereals, vegetables, and legumes. Okay, let's we discuss about health aspects in carbohydrates. First is balanced intake. About 45 to 65% of daily calories should come from carbohydrates. Next, excess simple carbs can cause obesity. Type 2 excess simple carbs. It mean is bad impacts of using excess carbohydrates. Then we use excess simple carbohydrates. We can cause obesity, type 2 diabetes, and dental issues. Dietary fibers. It means a carbohydrate that can't be digested fully. Help digestion, lower cholesterol, and prevent constipation. Okay, now we finish discuss about carbohydrate part. Now we start to discuss about proteins. Now you can see protein contain foods. Example: eggs, milk, meat, cereals. Okay, let's we discuss about definition and basic characteristic and identify characters in basic characteristic of proteins. Proteins are large and complex biomolecules. Proteins consist of these elements mainly. First is carbon, next is hydrogen, third is oxygen, and fourth is nitrogen, five sometimes sulfur. Proteins are macrobiomolecules. Basic unit of protein is amino acid, which is linked by peptide bonds, and also these are polymerization each other. They are essential for structure, function, regulation of the body's tissue and organs. Okay, let's we discuss about building blocks of proteins. Basic building blocks of proteins are amino acids. You can see first picture in slide. You can identify the structure of amino acid. There are only 20 type of amino acid. That acids molecules are polymerized each other as different sequence and form different proteins. When to consider structure of amino acid, carboxyl group, amino group, side chain, and hydrogen atoms are bind to around central carbon in amino acid. When side chain group is changed, acid is changed and it helps to form different proteins. There are two types of amino acid. These are first is essential amino acid, another is non-essential amino acid. First we discuss about essential amino acid. That type of acids must be taken from food because these acids can't synthesis in the body. Examples of essential amino acids are lysine, methionine, valine, and leucine. You can use in First picture, to identify lysine. Another amino acid type is non-essential amino acids. That type of acids can be synthesized in the body. Examples of non-essential amino acids are alanine, glutamic acid. Second picture, you can be used to identify alanine. Okay, now we discuss about levels of protein structures or kind of different protein structures. There are four structures. First is primary structure. It it has linear sequence of amino acid. Examples of primary structure: insulin, cytochrome C. First picture contain insulin molecule structure. Second picture contain cytochrome C molecule structure. Now, next we discuss about secondary structure. It means secondary structure contain local folding. There are two structure in secondary structure. That two structures are alpha helix and beta sheets. Examples of secondary structure proteins: keratin, myoglobin, and fibrinogen. Third picture contain keratin structure. It have it has alpha helix structure. Fourth picture contain fibroin. It has beta sheet structure. Okay, now we discuss about another structure level. It is tertiary structure. It contains 3D shape of single polypeptide chain. Examples of tertiary structure contain proteins, lysozyme, immunoglobulin domains, also known as antibodies. First picture, can you see in first picture you can be see lysozyme. Second picture you can see structure of immunoglobulin. Next we discuss about another structure. It is quaternary structure. Quaternary structure. When to consider quaternary structure, it contains assembly of multiple polypeptide chains. Examples of quaternary structure is hemoglobin. Third picture, you can be used to identify structure of hemoglobin. Okay, now let's we discuss about ilanga. Next topic is derivatives of proteins. When to form that type proteins, non-protein molecules are bind additionally. Examples of derivatives of proteins: first is lipoprotein. When to form lipoprotein, lipid and protein molecules bind together. Another example is glycoprotein. when to form glycoprotein, carbohydrate and proteins molecules bind together. Okay, now let's dis- discuss next topic. It is functions of protein. First function is energy source. 1 gram of proteins give 4 kilocalories, but proteins are used as energy when carbs or fats are insufficient. Next function is structural role. Examples of molecules molecules for involve structural role. First is keratin. Keratin contain hair and nails. Next example is collagen. Collagen contain connective tissues. Next function is enzymes. Enzymes are biological catalysts. Examples of enzymes are amylase and lipase. Another function is hormones. Hormones used to maintain body homeostasis. Examples of hormones: insulin, glucagon, and growth hormones. Next function is transport. Examples: hemoglobin. Hemoglobin used to transport oxygen through body. Another example is membrane proteins. Next function is defense. Examples: antibodies or immune system. Immune system contain immunoglobulin. It is a protein. Next function is movement. Example: lectin and myosin. It contain muscles. It help muscle contraction. Next function is storage. Example: ferritin. It is used to iron storage. Okay, now let's discuss about next topic. It is dietary sources of protein. There are two types of dietary sources. First type is animal sources. Examples of animal sources are meat, fish, eggs, milks, cheese, yogurt, or dietary products. Another dietary source is dietary products, dairy products. Not dietary products, it is daily products. Plant sources. When to consider examples of plant sources, these are beans, lentils, peas, soya beans, nuts, seeds, and whole grains. Okay, we come to next topic. It is health aspects of proteins. Daily requirement is about 0.8 to 1.0 gram per kilogram body weight. Varies by age, health, and activity. Deficiency of proteins. Examples are kwashiorkor, marasmus, muscles wasting, and weakened immunity. When excess intake proteins can strain kidney and liver, may cause dehydration. Okay, let's come to next topic. It is complete and incomplete proteins. First, we discuss about complete proteins contain all essential amino acids. Examples of complete proteins are meat, eggs, and dairy products. Okay, another proteins type is incomplete proteins. It when to consider incomplete proteins, it is lacking some essential amino acids. Examples of incomplete proteins are grains, legumes, but can be combined. Okay, now we come to today finish movement. This is today our discussion episode. Last part. It is last topic. It is a summary. Carbohydrates are essential biomolecules providing energy, storage, structural support, and roles in communication between cells. Proteins are vital macromolecules made of amino acids performing structural, enzymatic, hormonal, transport, defense, and movement functions essential for life. Okay, today's session is finished. Okay, I hope to finish today's session now. Uh, Thank you for watching to participate today our episode session. People, I thank to today's session. Stay tuned with us and subscribe our channel and press bell icon. I invite to do this to activity. Okay, I stop today's session and I will and I hope to meet you another next top our program series topic. Okay, have a nice day.